Hey Classroom 7, this is Jarrod. I'm standing here in downtown Lynchburg in the remnants of the Canal. This behind me is the 9th Street Canal Bridge. It stretched over the canal. It was a trade route that was off of the James River. They were constructed to ease passage and traffic on the James for passengers and trade goods back in the 1800s. Specifically, the canals were constructed in 1840 and they ran till about 1880. And after a while, it was only half completed when construction ended. It was sold to the Allegheny Railroad Company because of the heavy damage that was done to it during the Civil War and the economic depression that came after the war. This site in particular has a little bit of history that ties to it. Stonewall Jackson died in May of 1863, and on the body's way back to Lexington from Richmond, they stopped off here in Lynchburg, and they had a memorial service here along the banks. There was a painting. I can't remember the name of the artist at the moment right now, unfortunately, but they showed the scene where the canal was here in the water, and citizens were lined along the shore and up on the bridge itself, and several people from Lynchburg traveled with the delegation back to Lexington to the final resting place of Stonewall Jackson there. But it's a really cool place. A little bit more about it. The canal boats were pulled by horses and mules along the shores and would transport people back and forth. And it was like one of the most effective routes of transportation between Richmond and Lynchburg back then. It was a fairly easy ride for travelers, and it took about 33 hours to travel by the boat to get from Richmond to Lynchburg, and the trip only cost about $7.50, and that included sleeping accommodations and meals, and they transported all kinds of things, tobacco, wines, linens, books, and spices, amongst other things. But you know, this was a fairly important piece of Lynchburg history here, and it was a big piece of Virginia's economy came from this little section of land here. It's pretty cool, huh? And of course, in 1880, due to the damage that the canal sustained from the war, the Allegheny Railroad Company bought the canal system, and of course, you know, they disbanded everything in favor of the railroads, which is a much more effective form of transport. And you can see there's a railroad line that runs through here, just between the James River and the canal. It's just over here. I think this piece of the railroad has been shut down. They don't really use this one. This one over here, there's another line over here. That one I think is still in effect. It's been a long time since I've seen trains run through there though. But yeah, some old lines here. A lot of history. That's downtown Lynchburg. Terry Building. You see the Coca-Cola bottling building over there in the corner, over in the distance. All right, cool guys. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.